Hi guys, welcome back to GP Reactions. I hope you're well, hope you're having a great day, and as always, thanks to everybody that's subscribed. So I'm now going to be reacting to a song which I have to be honest, I have heard, and it was one of those really kind of cool tracks from early '82. Although now looking back at it, it feels like a little bit cheesy. But the one I think I've never heard is I've never watched the actual official video to it, so it's a bit of a fingers crossed moment because I used to watch a lot of Top of the Pops, and I remember this really fun, cheesy. I think it was a debut of Bananarama on Top of the Pops, where I think the Fun Boy 3 and the Bananarama started from different sides, and they kind of met in the middle on Top of the Pops. So they weren't even on the same stage; they were kind of like across the room from each other. And it's a bit weird, but it was pretty cool, but a little bit cheesy. And that's my memory of this song. But having said that, I'm really looking forward to reacting to the official video, which I have definitely never seen, and I'll probably talk about that as that goes through. So the Fun Boy 3 consists of Terry Hall on vocals, Neville Staple on percussion, and Lynn Val Golding on guitar. And then I think with Bananarama you got Sarah Darlin, Siobhan Fay, and Karen Woodward. And this interesting thing about this particular song is that it was written in 1939, and it was called Taint What You Do, It's the Way That You Do It. Written by jazz musician Melvin Cy Oliver and James Trummer Young. It was first recorded in 1939 by Jimmy Lunsford, Harry James and Ella Fitzgerald, and in the same year by Nat Gonler and his Georgians. And the Shim Sham is often danced to the Lunsford recordings of the song. So I don't know what the Shim Sham is, but I guess that is the dance that they do in this video, maybe. So yeah, this, getting back to 1982, this entered the UK top 40 on the 13th of February 1982, and it peaked at a very respectable number 4. The Fun Boy 3, this was taken from the album The Fun Boy 3, and that was released in March 1982, and the album was one of only 2 albums by the group. I think they must have gone their separate ways in 1983, I'm guessing. So without further ado, just going to expand the screen and see what this is about. To a song. I have not heard this in a long time. The thing I actually love about the Fun Boy 3, especially and also the specials, was like that air of disinterest. It's almost anti pop, the anti pop star celebrity. It's kind of and that's the thing I liked about a lot of singers and writers and artists of the 80s, was that it was more about the song and their writing than it was about being pop stars or performers. And I mean, clearly this is a performance, but I do love the homely feel of these guys, because it's like they could just be like some people down at school making up a song. It's too crazy. You can try hard, don't mean a thing. Take it easy, then your jive will swing. I love the idea in is that almost, and I guess this kind of like goes back to when we're sort of teenagers, that when we're conscious and we're awake, life can seem like really difficult, and we have to negotiate things like finding girlfriends, finding boyfriends, and it just, you know, life is really difficult. When you sleep, you dream, and you can be as free and as open as you like in dreams. And I just love the idea that it's life is easier when you're sleepwalking, because you don't have those conscious constraints of society on your back.
It's the way that you do it, it ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it, it ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it, and that's what gets results. It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it, it ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it, it ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it, and that's what gets results. It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it, it ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it, it ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it, and that's what gets results. It ain't what you do, it's the time that you do it.
Really enjoyed that video. It's kind of simple in its concept. I think it was about worrying when you're awake, and when you're asleep you can you know, it's a time, you know, life is easy when you're asleep, which I guess it isn't exactly what they're trying to say, but it's almost as he's dreaming. Do you know, like when you have I've heard this said, and it does actually work, when you have like a problem in your life, and you're trying to kind of figure out the best solution, or you're trying to sort of untangle the problem. And they say if you ask yourself the questions before you go to sleep, then more often than not, when you wake up in the morning, the solution seems a lot easier to come to. And I guess that I get that feeling from this song. I mean, the lyrics weren't that complicated, but the two verses that stand out are, "You can try hard, don't mean a thing, take it easy, then your jive will swing." And the other verse was, "I thought I was smart, but I soon found out I didn't know what life was all about. Then I learned, I must confess, that life is like a game of chess." So I think when we're younger, when we're more naive, we can easily overcomplicate situations, and ultimately, when we get a little bit older, we realise that by doing certain things within the constraints of society, we can have an easier life. It doesn't always mean that by going against things in society is wrong. It just means that if you want an easy life, that's kind of a way you go with the flow. You realise what you can do, what you can't do, and it's about making life easy for yourself. It's like I say, it's not what you do, it's the way that you do it. So it's about finding those loopholes within rules and within social rules, and I guess not exploiting them, but just, you know, utilising them rather than. And the older adage kind of comes to mind, you know, there's more than one way to skin a cat. So if you want something, it's better to sort of manipulate the flow of what's happening already, rather than try and go against it. And as you know, like as everybody knows, when they were teenagers, then whenever we protested about something, we didn't always get our way. Very rarely do you get past your parents and I guess your teachers and other responsible adults. But if you can sort of manipulate and go with that flow of doing what they want, but then they'll wake up and realise that you've actually got what you want, but it doesn't really kind of harm their status in a pecking order of like adult to child, then everybody's kind of happy. And I guess that's learning what life is all about. And yeah, life can feel like a game of chess sometimes. Great video, fun video. I love the whole nonchalance of the three of them together. And absolutely, Bananarama do seem like just a bunch of girls from down the road, you know, that you'd see shopping in Chelsea Girl back in the day. And it all feels very, it doesn't feel unobtainable what they're sort of presenting to us. It's just, yeah, it's just great fun from down to earth people. I've never met any of them. I've never really kind of read too much about the specials or the Fun Boy Three as I on this video. For that fact, I've never really kind of read too much about Bananarama, but from the little bit I've seen of them, they do seem quite down to earth. So I'm guessing somebody will come out now and tell me how horrific and how much they were like prima donnas or something. But yeah, guys, join me in the comments below. Let me know what you think. If it brings back any fun memories for you. And for sure, till next time, take care of yourselves and have a great day.